Hi, if you're a Scorpio born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of April 2018? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Scorpios, right away I feel as we go into this energy, there's a little fear, there's a little concern, there's a little anxiety. It could be that you're grieving the loss of something. It could be anything from the loss of a loved one to the loss of a pet to the loss of a career moment, or a job not turning out, a relationship not turning out the way that you thought. But I just feel kind of like this heavy heart entering. And it could also be, there's a lot of energy that's happening with this second moon that we just happened on March 30th. And that's also stirring some things up for you. But I just feel weighted in the chest and weighted in the heart. The good news is as we get away from this energy, there's going to be more light, more happiness, more joy, more ease for you. And I do feel like that grief will subside, whatever that grief is, but I do feel like it will subside. I don't feel like this is, by any means, I'm here for the month. It does feel like it's just, this moment as we're checking in. And I do feel it's also about honoring where you're at and allowing yourself to feel the grief and allowing yourself to take care of you. Because you guys are very deep and you're very emotional. And it could even be that it has nothing to do with you, but you're grieving for the world, or you're grieving for a friend, or you're grieving for a segment of population that is just suffering. So you guys are very deep and you are very connected and you are humanitarians. So I definitely feel like some of this grief is not even yours, but you're grieving for others as well. So just know that you want to take care of yourself. You want to be tender with yourself and not push. We're in a retrograde with Mercury, so that's okay. This is the time when we want to slow down and we're allowed to take a look at our life and how it's constructed and how we want to move forward and how we want to be better. This is the time to revamp and redo and revisit those things so that we can, have a happier life and we can be more lighthearted and we can have the kind of life we want. So this is in perfect energy in keeping with like cleaning out the closet, reminiscing, letting go, and really just at the end of this feeling lighter. Okay, well, let's look now for romance. And for those of you in a coupled romantic situation, you Scorpios, what you can expect for the month of April. So you guys are just so great with your partner. There's just such a smitten energy and very positive and, really cheeky. So it's a really great energy that is here for you and your partner. And I definitely like the slower vibe for you. It gives you more time to really be present to them. You're so deep and connected that I feel like it's nice because the energy is finally coming back to you. Like when things are stopping and slowing down, it's like, oh, they see me, they know I'm here. So I feel like you may be getting more of what you need as well in this energy by having it slow down and be more connected. And you're also really good at not taking things personal. A lot of this energy that's flying around here with the retrograde can be really dicey and communication can be like sharp and off. And you guys are so good at just like being really direct. People may be direct back with you, but you like that. You're like, why didn't you say so? Why didn't you tell me that sooner? So for you guys, you're like chill in this kind of energy, where there are a lot of other like air signs are like, what? Don't talk to me like that. What? They're nervous about it. So just be aware that this energy, is more it's more direct. It doesn't mean that it's accurate. It doesn't mean that you're hearing it accurately, right? Because there's miscommunication with Mercury because of its trajectory, right? So things aren't as crisp or as clear. So just be aware that you could also be mishearing things, and there's room for interpretations that could be off as well. So that ends April 15th, and then we have more positive flow and more energy moving forward in the relationship, where you're definitely going to feel more symbiotic energy, a greater sense of community and connection with your partner. And I definitely see you guys out doing more together, more with the public, more with your passions, and really feeding off of one another and really enjoying the relationship. So definitely opens up and blossoms the last 2 weeks of the month. Now, for those of you that are single Scorpios, let's see what's in store for you. That first month of April, the month of April. So So I see you really kind of taking care of business around you. And a lot of it feels like I'm very homebody, like I'm going through things, I'm getting rid of stuff, I'm cleaning out closets. Maybe you just did all that or you're in the process of doing that, but I see you like just letting go of a lot of stuff, taking care of yourself. Some of you may have been cold, have had a cold or dealing with some chest stuff. Chest can also mean grief, sadness, right? Or longing for more, but there's a cleaning out, a letting go process that you're in, which is perfect because as you let go, then it allows you to really be more buoyant and to be able to feel and be more attractive. And then that in turn sets the stage to bring in the next love for you, the next romantic interest for you, which I really see could be coming in over that weekend of April 14th, 15th, right? And you just want to play it slow. And as I said, Mercury goes direct on the 15th. There's likely to be more of an opening. By the end of the month, we have a full moon on April 29th in your sign in Scorpio. And I really feel that you could be on this amazing date that night, like all things coming together and just really like, this is great. So I really like that energy of the 29th for a great date and setting the tone for a new relationship. Feels really good. There's no reason to rush. It just feels really yummy and really good. So okay, so let's move into career and money for you guys. Just, wow, this month is dotted with opportunity and busyness. Like here's this, here's this, here's this. So there's a lot of business stuff. There's a lot of things on your plate. There's a lot that you need to get done. There's a lot you need to say. So just a lot happening in the career and money, and a lot you have to manage. So, and it feels, a lot of it feels very compartmentalized. So meaning that you could have 3 or 4 different things that you have income from in, or it could mean that there's just, you have a lot to do and this is how you manage. But I do see just a real action plan and a lot of things happening. Around April 11th definitely feels like there's big money or positive money for you that day. Good day for making phone calls and connecting with people, finalizing some things. I wouldn't sign anything until the following week after we move past the 15th, but definitely generating, tying up loose ends and kind of like setting the stage, presenting things for moving forward. Definitely feels like April 11th is a good day for you guys. Now there's also at the end of the month, more people coming to you and more people wanting to hear about you. So some of you may be sitting on a panel or having to talk to many people or be in the last stage of an interview or of a judicial process where you get the gig, you get the deal. So I definitely feel like there's rewards coming to you at the end of the month in your career or in a judgment coming towards you, something that if you're in a court case or something like that. Or it could even be an estate situation that money is coming towards you. Okay, so let's see if there's anything about your health for Scorpios. Yeah, I want to focus on your low back, taking care of your low back, stretching, walking, doing things. Sometimes low back represents pressure or personal pressure that you put on yourself. So just be aware, be gentle, be slow. Do more Epsom salt baths, do more stretching for yourself, but it feels very gentle, like be very gentle with the back, and especially the low back feels really important for you guys, and not to take on too much, not even, physically as well as lifting or doing too much, but it's also about emotionally and energetically, because you guys tend to like be helpers and you're loyal friends and you take other people's energy from them. So you want to be careful this month not to do that, right? Taking too much energy from somebody it can wear you out, make you tired, make you cranky, exhaust you, right? Steal your energy, your adrenals can get shot, your immune system can go downhill, right? So you just want to have the awareness. You can have empathy for people, right? And then you want to shift that empathy more into compassion, because when we have empathy, it's firing all those parts in the brain that are exhausting us. And if we move it to compassion, the way we do that is just by asking a question. What would it be like to be in their shoes? What would it be like to have their resources and have that situation? And it'll just flip us over to that compassion. And that compassion then helps us think of new ideas and ways to help them, so we're not energetically stuck in that energy with them. And now we're procreating with them, co-creating with them. Maybe you are procreating too, but co-creating with them, right? And in doing so, it is going to elevate your energy and lift that energy off of the low back and off of your structure, so that things are just more in the flow. All right, you guys, let's see if there's anything unexpected for Scorpios for this month. Oh, nice. You may be asked or invited to do something you've wanted to do for a really long time, but you've never had the energy or the opportunity. It could be anything from traveling to someplace or watching a movie that you've wanted to see for a really long time and just didn't have the chance, or meeting somebody special that you've always admired and you just didn't have the chance, or getting together with somebody that you've been trying to get together for, 6 months and now it's finally happening. But there's just this opportunity to do something you wanted to do for a really long time and now it finally shows up. So there's a lot of joy and there's a lot of happiness around there, around that situation. It feels really good. All right, Scorpios, have a wonderful April. Enjoy your month. Please feel free to click like and say something below, share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. Have a great month, everybody.